So with this, what we've created is our attributes, so our player X and our player Y, inside of our player. So now if we click and drag these two out, we're going to set these. Now what they want to be set to is the X and Y of our player. So X center and Y center, because we need the enemies to be able to, to have a number that they can aim for. So that's all we need to do in our player. And now if we go back over to our enemy, what we can do is go to updated, and you can see that all of these kind of sections are needing something in. So looking back at our little equation that we did, we need the number that we've just set in the player, and we need the current position of the enemy. So for that, we want to go to numbers and text, and we want something minus something block of code, and I want one of those for each of these. I'm just going to set the force to 25 for now. That might turn out to be way too high or way too low, but we will see. So the easiest thing to do first is to set our actor, our current actor that we're inside of, so the X center of our enemy and the Y center of our enemy. And then all we need to do is go into attributes, game attributes, and set it to player X and player Y. And this should now take the local position of the enemy. So whichever enemy this is, it's going to use their position rather than all of their all of their positions, and it'll take the one location of the player, and it'll make the calculation that we talked about before. So we should theoretically now see all of the enemies converge on our player and basically completely, horrifically outnumber him. Fingers crossed. One thing that's also pretty cool is if we switch those numbers around, what you'll get is the opposite effect of that, which will be your spaceship repelling those. So for example, if you wanted to have a function which if you wanted to be able to pick up an item that would deflect all enemies, you could, there we go, so you can see how that it gets a little bit intense very, very quickly, and it's pretty much impossible to escape from. Now the way that will be combated with is that you would essentially have your enemies appear periodically rather than all at once. So the way to deal with that is delete all of these, and then what we will do in the next video is talk through getting your enemies appearing periodically. So we'll do that next.